The International Monetary Fund now wants Kenya to stop cuts on spending and redirect its focus on revenue generation if the country is to reduce its borrowing needs to fund the projects. This comes as the IMF revised downwards its projection for Kenya's economic growth this year to 5.6% from 5.8%, reflecting a tough environment for most sectors, as Faisal Ahmed reports.
Quality of fiscal consolidation in Kenya.
According to the International Monetary Fund, a focus on greater collection of taxes as a means of lifting the pressure on borrowing would help Kenya meet its spending demands. Speaking in Nairobi, IMF Africa Department Director Abe Selassie said Kenya must move away from its obsession with spending cuts that limit state operations.
This cannot be achieved immediately. It's over time. So targeting between 0.5 and 1 percentage point of GDP in revenue mobilization per year, we feel would be consistent with what other countries have been able to achieve around the world.
This comes on the backdrop of the National Treasury revising KRA's targets as it seeks a downward revision of the 2019-2020 financial year budget by an estimated 131 billion shillings.
Based on the methodology that we use to forecast revenue, we had to now input the actuals, not the forecast numbers, and that's what gave the revision. And please, let me emphasize, it is not this time, we do this all the time.
With debt currently trotting towards a historic 6 trillion shillings, piling more pressure on taxpayers, the National Treasury mandarins are now toying with the idea of development partner loans.
We need to focus more on concessional borrowing because it's much easier to bear the burden of concessional borrowing. And what we are doing is looking at scaling down our commercial borrowing up to a point where it is manageable. Of course, that will not happen in 1 year, but over time, if you look at our fiscal consolidation path, in the next 3 years we'll be now in a very comfortable level in terms of borrowing.
IMF projects a muted growth that remains at 3.2% in 2019 and rising marginally to 3.6% in 2020. Faisal Ahmed, Citizen TV.